Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the ToddFox Postgame Podcast with your host, ToddFox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is, fuck! Hey, there's going to be plenty of time to yell, fuck! But first we're going to start off by saying, hey, it's 7-1 for tickets, 7-1 for tickets. If you want to see a shit show today, you can go tonight by buying today by using Heedy, which is on my hat, as a promo to any concert, any baseball game, hockey game, soccer game, basketball game, playoff game that you want. You'll get 10% off. You'll get 5% off for your future purchase coming back to you, and you will also get into the running for an Angels jersey. But at this point, who wants an Angels jersey, huh? Who wants one? Because guess what? There is
Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Emotional damage.
That's what everyone's doing. They're laughing at us tonight. They're laughing at us because we lose. And you know what, Mike Trout? Fuck! Because this is what you need to do.
Hey, Kit! Lay off of those high ones. I like the high ones. Mule? Nag?
Yeah, you didn't lay off the high ones again. And you struck out again. Mr. Captain Clutch. We're going to make a cereal out of you. Captain Crunch? No, it's Captain Clutch. Because you ain't phasing me. And you know what? A lot of people on the message boards were saying, oh, you can't blame the hitting. Yes, I get it. You can't blame the hitting, but you can. Let me break this game down to you. Because it was a roller coaster. This is like the third or fourth roller coaster Angels game of the season. First off, this game starts as Suarez being the shittiest player on the Angels roster, and myself for making the decision to say, hey, I'm backing Suarez. He's got my halo honk, and he's got my approval for being a great pitcher, right? I thought he was going to be a breakout pitcher. I threw my reputation on the line, and I said, you know what, Suarez, I'm signing off on you being a badass this year. El Demente, baby. No, like Fernando said, El Demote, because he laid a camote on the fucking field again. And Phil Nevin, it could have went from, okay, he sucks, let's go with Tucker Davidson, let's get someone else in there, because this guy's embarrassing himself. It's one thing to struggle. He was embarrassing himself. 2 home runs to Aguilar, a home run to a guy, a 3-run homer to a guy who's batting 171, and you allow him to continue to pitch and eat up innings. And his excuse was, my bullpen's thin tonight. I can't use any of the bullpen guys. Okay, well then maybe you bring in Jaime Bieria at that point instead of Tucker Davidson later. No, Nevin continues to ride his ass. And the Angels get a couple runs, but it's 7-2. It looks cute because they got 2 Han Solos. But credit the Angels offense. At some point, they started to wake up. At some point, some of the players started to come through. Even Mike Trout, non-clutch Mike Trout, got an infield single thanks to an error and a slippage by the starting pitcher. So I don't even know if you want to. They gave him a single. That should have been an error. So he reaches first base, and at least Neto comes through with a big two-run double. And these guys are, the other guys in the lineup. Drury, 2 home runs. The offense was coming through. Tucker Davidson was rolling. And it goes from, almost an embarrassing loss to a shitty-ass team to, okay, the Angels come back, take the lead, and hold on. Wait, there's more. Nevin decides, oh, for some fucking reason, Quijada pitched 2 days ago. You don't want to pitch him again? Yeah, he threw 27 pitches, but I believe he wears big boy pants. I believe he's not in diapers. And the last time I checked, other teams in this fucking league throw their guys more than one goddamn night in a row. We gotta sit our guys just because he pitched the other day? We gotta sit our guys because he pitched 2 days ago? The fuck is that? You're supposed to have a closer. We don't have one. Estevez was brought over to be the guy. Okay, so you shit on him and you say, give it to Quijada. Okay, then where the fuck is he at? So he blew a save. He's 4 out of 5. Estevez came in the other night. He threw less than 15 pitches. Oh my God, does his arm have does it have dry rot? Is it going to fall off? Did he throw too many goddamn pitches? No, they didn't even bother to use him. Nevin was straight up saying, I'm not going to either one of those guys. Why? What is your freaking reasoning? So then you thin out your bullpen even more? Austin Warren barely throws the other day. He can't pitch either. What the hell? It wasn't a travel day. You're home. These guys are fully rested. Why are you... We're not making a playoff push. You're playing fucking Oakland. It boggles my mind. And then, see, Nevin can't even get out of his own way. He really can't. Because then you could blame, okay, Trout didn't come through in the 9th inning or in the 10th inning, or these guys didn't score the runners, or they shitted the bed. Jaime Biera gave up 3 runs and looked terrible in the 10th inning. We all knew they were going to lose in the extra innings. Don't give me that shit. But you can't blame the offense. As much as I want to rag on fucking Captain Clutch over there, Mike Trout, wanting that big-ass salary, well, then earn it. Earn it. Because you have a supporting cast that's getting you runs. I'm going to jump all over his ass and all over Otani's ass. Because where the hell was he? You want $500 million? You're pitching like you want it, but you ain't hitting like you want it. Everybody else is pitching in right now. Hell, even, again, Drury hit 2 home runs. But again, if I'm in my right mind and I'm not just emotionally going off right now, I shouldn't be crabbing all over the hitters. Because they scored 10 runs. So either way, even if Trout and Otani don't show up, that offense scored 10 runs. What I should be shitting on is the terrible managerial decisions by Phil Nevin. And whatever the hell Matt Wise was trying to attempt to tell the pitchers tonight. Because whatever it wasn't working. And even if we're playing a video game, and I have Walter over there playing, my son, playing baseball, the show, he's not going to put Jaime Biera in that situation. He's going to look and say, oh, it says closer by that pitcher's name. Let me use him. Why is it that every other team can go with that formula, yet we sit here like dumbasses and decide, no, we need to rest these players 23 games into a season that we absolutely have to make the playoffs? So again, I would love to just shit on Trout and Otani because I've been mad at them because you got a roster around you. You should be hitting these big clutch hits, but you can't crap on them because it's not like we lost 3-1. We scored 10 dumbass runs tonight and lost. And thank you, Renifo. Thank you, Renifo. Because just when you thought, on the message board, Rob was like, should have had the bases, or should have had man on right here with nobody out. The next guy gets on, should have had 2 men on with nobody out. Should have had the bases loaded right here with nobody out. And it just so happens, our angel luck, that dumbass decision to go to second cost us the game. We'd still be playing right now and probably trying to blow it in the 11th. But no! The Angels find ways to lose, and the rest of the league and everyone else continues to do this. Someone needs to tell Nevin that, well, the game is...
Baseball is what gets inside you. It's what lights you up. You can't deny that.
It just got too hard. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great.
Yes, the baseball game. Being hard makes it great. Making those hard decisions. Playing those, going off on it and trying to play your best players. Try to set people up to succeed. And having those set players go, it's like playing a chess match. And you know what? I had someone on one of the other message boards, I think it was Joey Avalos on Instagram. He hit me up and said, man, you know what? We should have went with Benji Gill as manager. Right now, that dude looks like the second coming of Bobby Cox. And that's just like saying Cox as a last name. But Bobby Cox was a great manager for the Atlanta Braves. And Benji Gill, I'm not saying they're the same guy. But the way Benji Gill coached up the Mexican League, the way he's coached for years down in the Mexican League, he's got winning records. He knows his stuff. He's got the moxie. Sometimes I don't know what Nevin does. On our Heedy page, same kind of thoughts are going through everyone's head. And I'm sure yours too. Because again, this game could have been totally on Suarez. Suarez could have got the blame, and we could have said, okay, send his ass down to the Trash Pandas, send him to Salt Lake, send him to Inland Empire, get him the fuck off the roster. Andrew Wantz, what about that call, huh? So yeah, he had 10 innings, right? Scoreless. But you never put him in a closing situation because he's not a closer. He is a guy that is mid-relief. He is working his way into a 7th inning spot. But he's not there yet. What does Nevin do? Oh, he pitched good in the 8th because Cajeda and Estevez aren't ready tonight. Let him continue. You took him out of his comfort zone. So he walks the first 2. And then you say, okay, Jaime Vieira, we use him for everything. Let's use him for the 10th inning and 9th innings because we think he can now close and save the game. Stupid move. You have 2 pitchers who do not have a flesh-eating disease on their arms to where they can't pitch. They don't have gangrene to where they can't move their arm. They are ready to pitch. What the fuck? It doesn't make any sense to then make terrible lineups when we play inferior teams in series that we're not winning. And Nevin has done that many of times. Or how about just spot starting or moving guys around the rotation? I thought Sandoval was our number 2. In all actuality, he turned into a number 6 the other day because you moved him around. For what? Because you didn't want Otani to pitch in New York? Make him earn his money in New York. Let's see what he can do. It could have been better than Sandoval. Why are we babying him? I'm, again, really pissed off right now because this team is 11-12. Let that sink in. You went 2-5 against an inferior Boston Red Sox team. Or 3-4, or 1-3. You went 2-5 on the road trip. Banged up Yankees team. They won't be any worse than what they were when we went to New York. And you lost 2 of 3. You only won once at each stadium. So you come home and everyone outside of our page is saying, oh, we're going to sweep Oakland. We're going to sweep Kansas City because they suck. Oh, really? Who sucks now? Because I'm looking at the Angel logo and that shit looks like it sucks. How can we continue to have faith in a team that is not willing to have faith in itself and have bad leadership and the worst fucking owner of all time? And you know what he did? You know what he did? He got all of us to come back. All of us to come back this year. All of us to drink that Kool-Aid. And you know what he did too? Without anyone knowing? But he still got angel logic in our fans. See, because we're so brainwashed. I've heard several fans say the same damn thing, but I'm waking up on this one. I'm woke as fuck when it comes to this. Nachos are up $4. Hot dogs, drinks, parking. That is not a coincidence. That is already telling you. I saw what you guys wrote, recorded, and sounded off on your podcast. and said on TV and in social media. I know you fans. So screw you and screw the horse that you rode into my stadium on. Because that's what he's saying. He don't give a shit. That's why he hasn't made one public appearance. Not one. At least he had the balls to get booed last year. But once he realized how much we hated him, oh, I gotta sell. Oh, nobody likes me. It all starts at the top, dude. You have a weak-ass owner, that shit trickles down. And it has trickled down through the entire organization. And it's another thing I'm gonna yell at. Where the fuck is our press passes? We do all kinds of shit for the Angels. And you know what? We get shitted on. Because, we're critical. Well, why not? Why not? Why us? Why can't us? Why can't we be like that? Why can't we be critical? Why can't we actually call you out for your bullshit? Every other team gets to do that. Oh, but Anaheim, AM 830 is a safe space. Shut up. God damn it, dude. We were this close from getting a real owner up in here. And maybe someone that was actually going to take accountability. Get a real freaking owner up in here. Get a real freaking manager up in here. Hell, get a whole new freaking front office. And a PR department that recognizes excellence. Because we got it on this goddamn network. We got excellence on this network. From top to bottom. But no, you guys want other podcasts that go on their knees for you. And say, oh, you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. Oh, don't worry about that Oakland loss. We'll get them tomorrow. Gee golly Willikers. Yeah. All right. And just honk, 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 honk. You can suck my honk. Tired of this team, man. I'm tired of this team. And you know what sucks? I love this team. That's what pisses me off the most. Because you just want to be... It's like that movie line from Brokeback Mountain. I just can't quit you. Well, I just can't quit you, Angels. You got me wrapped around your goddamn finger, even though you piss me the hell off, you cheat on me, and you screw me over every single time. And every time I waste 3.5 hours, when they are 3.5 hour games, or 2 hours like they are now, when I could be doing 50 other things, and you wonder why I come on here and get so pissed off. Because it's not like it's just this 1 year. It's not like we've just been struggling this year and it's like, oh, calm down, Todd. What are you talking about? We've had playoff experience. You know, we won a World Series over 20 years ago. Yeah, we've had all kinds of stuff, man. And you can start talking to me like you're Matt Theisson, trying to reason with me, man. Just calm down, dude. Like you're just flying off the handle, man. Like just smoke a bowl of Joe Madden's high-grade personal weed and go in his mystery van of adventure and just chill, bro. Yeah, just chill. Enjoy Angel Game. You know they got fireworks. You know they got bobbleheads of Trout and Otani, and then Otani and Trout and Otani, and they got a blanket of Trout and Otani and Trout. That's all they got. They don't market anybody else. We've gone over this over and over and over and over and over. You can't reason with this organization. And I would love to tell each and every one of you listening, watching, or whatever, to be like, you know what? It's only April. And you know what? The ownership will turn around. And you know what? Those prices aren't that high at the ball game. Think about Dodger Stadium and how much their prices are. And think about how good you have it. And think about the fireworks that you get to see after an embarrassing loss at the Big A. And think about that rally monkey that used to be relevant over 15 years ago, but doesn't do a goddamn thing anymore. Think about that. Enjoy that. Enjoy mediocre baseball. Enjoy Oakland, who, no matter what their record is, no matter if they play with just pure mascots, they will beat you in a one-run game because that's what they do. And Texas can hit the rebuild button 4 times and still be better than you. Seattle cannot make the playoffs in 21 years and still be better than you. Houston can fart around and win a World Series, and they'll always win this division. A team that, when they came over, We're a laughingstock. And magically, when they get to our division, they turn into a juggernaut. And we let them. So, I would love to tell all of you that it's all going to turn around. And that we're going to make a deep playoff run. And in 2 months, we're going to be laughing at how stupid I was. Just like how stupid I was to have faith in Jose Suarez. And to tell you, he's my breakout guy. He's my man. I was all over this guy. I was like, man, that Jose Suarez, he's got some kind of arm. He's out there throwing the ball. He's going to pitch to a 15-game winner. I was excited. I was like, yeah, this guy's going to throw him. But then Jose Suarez started giving him home runs, and it was like,
these nuts.
Got him. Got him. Yep. And a bunch of that tonight. I just wish there was just a bunch of...
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Let me tell you guys who is the Nacho Night Award winner tonight.
All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos.
So I don't know if you saw it, but there was like a dump truck that backed up into the Anaheim Stadium, and it was just filled with nachos. It was just huge amounts of nachos, and they were given to Jose Suarez. Like you know how like Scrooge McDuck and DuckTales, if you guys can remember that cartoon, and he would jump into his coins and his millions of dollars of gold coins. That was Jose Suarez jumping into just a huge dump truck full of nachos. I mean, you can't give enough nachos to his fat ass. You just can't. And there's a reason why El Demote freaking got his Twitter or I think it was his Instagram, he took it down. I mean, because of guys like me, in quotes like for me. So, yeah. And let me give out the Stamos Award tonight. So John Stamos, the award for best performance out there, I could have gave it to Drury. I could have gave it to a bunch of players out there, but I'm going to give it to Phil Nevin. Phil Nevin quintessentially affected this game in more ways than one, and he single-handedly gave the A's the W tonight. I mean, just ignore everything that was done on the base pads, ignore everything that was done defensively, ignore everything that was done in the batter's box. It was Phil Nevin's decisions to all night on taking out pitchers, putting in set pitchers, changing up roles. Phil Nevin is the Oakland A's Stamos Award winner tonight. So that's my player to pick tonight. I know I went into a long-winded rant tonight, but it's just sitting here and watching this team continue to suck has taken years off my life. I mean, it's super frustrating going to all these games, seeing all these fans get hyped up, and I feel all of your pain. Whether you choose to overdo it like we all know Grillmaster does, you get mad like Randy or myself, or you get like quietly pissed off and then blow up like Rob or Fernando. Just like I could picture him throwing stuff, although I don't think he does. But I hear him and his voice get frustrated. Courtney is yelling trash throughout her entire house, and it's just I feel you, man, and I can't handle it, man. Sometimes I'm just like, dude, like why do we put ourselves through this? And then, like I said, dude, it's just like you can't quit. You just can't quit. And I don't want to quit. But give me something to hang my head on. That's what I'm asking. Give me some improvement. Don't give me, okay, the hitting can't work tonight, so the pitching will. Or the pitching can't work tonight, but the hitting will. Give me just one consistent game where you can look at it and say, man, we won easy tonight, 7-1, 7-2. Complete game by a pitcher. The bullpen did great. The offense did good. And we had a consistent 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Just one right now. Because it just doesn't feel like we can get one. So I'm going to get into the comments before we get into anything right here. Let's see. I'm not giving anyone any. Let's see. Hold on. Jesus says, when are the Angels going to fire Phil Nevin? That's actually, I was on that bandwagon of firing anybody, but I'm starting to get there. Y'all want multiple nachos, you create them. Jason says, not only we struggle against Kansas City, but we can't contend against the A's. Fabio says, I'm so sad and drained to watch tonight. Hunter checks in. Trout should have wore it in the 9th inning, and Renifo should have never ran into second. Exactly. He should have came through. El Bardo says, who's going to be throwing? Where will Otani land? Watch party. Maybe us at the trade deadline. JT says, fire Nevin. Alto says, Randy. Oh my God, Suarez shitted or scuttled the ship tonight. Also, El Bardos is where the soccer Nevin would be gone. Artie lacks bullcocks. Also, the chair says, wild game to be at tonight. He was there for sure. Does this prove that we need to get rid of a AAA Adele baggage ASAP for some pitching? We've been saying that, Jim, and he's got to go because he ain't doing anything up here at the major league level. Cali Halo says the staff domes up Artie weekly so they don't get touched, sadly. 90-loss team, 6 blown games already by these clowns. DFA Suarez and Bieria tonight. Randy says, Grillmaster, I'm going to block you from the entire page. Piss me off tonight. I dare you. And I will grant you that, Randy. I will definitely grant you that. Jim says, Nevin on the block too. 7 runs before he pulls, especially from Oakland. Also, Angels are so good at homers. They do it as Han Solo. Grillmaster says. Hunter says, Jose freaking Suarez, let the Athletics let them hit like the little leaguers, I think, or little leaguers in BP. Also, Randy says this fan base doesn't deserve Trout. Mateo says, do you think Trout turns it around? He may be off to a slow start. Slow start. He needs to be a clutch start because this team can't be slow, and it's showing. Rice says, I feel Nevin is blowing these close games and a reason to give you clout. Yvette says, Phil sucks as a manager. I want Benji Gill now. That's a second one. 30 years of this BS, Kroom says. Also, Randy says, Trout is not off to a slow start. Also, Bieria does not fare well in high leverage situations. He shouldn't be in a closing situation, right? What the fuck? 27 pitches. Is this Bobby Sox? El Bardo says Trout been extra checks with fastballs. Cheeks since fastballs since fatherhood. Facts on facts. Oh snap! You sound like my dad. My dad's like, ever since he became a father, he sucks. Let's see. For real, Randy, he's hitting 315. Like, so there you go. Hunter's backing up Randy right there. As it relates as Mike Trout isn't clutch. Yeet says, yeah, I'm with you right there. Kroom says this is a prototype Angels game over the past decade by Otani and by Trout. Probably a bunch of Joe Adells for both of those guys. Todd, I have extra Xanax for you. I think I'm going to need it. Since when is batting 329 with 5 home runs in April a slow start? Not his fault. No one gets on in front of him. Disagree, Randy, because in Andrew brought it up. He's batting 250 with runners in scoring position. And what did he do tonight? He had 5 or 6 guys on and did absolutely nothing. And defensively, look, he almost made a spectacular play in center field, but dude didn't do anything tonight. He could have went from 0 to hero on 1 at bat, and it would have shut me up all night. But no, can't do that. James says, fire Nevin, no leadership in the clubhouse. Rice says, 4th blown game where the team mounted a comeback only to lose. Ward, Trout, and Otani bad. Everyone else good. That's a recipe for disaster. Yes, you need your and look at Ward. I hadn't even gotten into Ward. Swinging at pitches above the letters, swinging at pitches below the knees. He's been getting fooled on those sliders and split fingers, dude. He looks terrible at times. Although he hit that one home run in what, 30 bats or 40 at bats, something like that. Sean says El Demonte. Randy says the unclutch argument is so lame. Makes y'all sound like Grillmaster. Well, we all have our opinions. Drury came through. It's not his fault. Suarez and the bullpen decisions lost us the game. Absolutely. I'd only trust Estevez in the 9th inning, Grillmaster says. Landon says Nevin for Nacho Award tonight. Fire Nevin and the hitting staff as well. Infinite One says we deserve to lose. Been saying we're not making the playoffs, unfortunately. Well, I can't doubt you. Because he's Phil Numbnuts Nevin, Mateo says. Jim Hoyt says, I am totally serious. There's better be an internal office deadline before decisions are made. And here's the thing, too. We talked about this the other night. Where is the damn closed-door meetings? Where is the players-only meetings? None of that has been around for quite some time, and that is a huge problem on this team. You would love to crap on our guys. What the F? No, I would not like to crap on our guys. I would like to be talking about a 17-9 team right now or something like what the Pirates got. But we're not doing that because they're not performing. Rye says, I think Otani is pressing too hard because he knows this team will find a way to blow the game. Not only is he pressing too hard, there's no reason to press too hard. Just stay within yourself and make contact. You don't need to lead the league in home runs. You don't need to lead the league in RBIs. That will come to you. You are a freaking unicorn, Otani. Why the hell are you acting like you got to go deep? What is one thing that, although nobody will agree with me on, maybe everyone won't agree with me on my Trout takes or whatever like that, or with Otani, but at least you can agree when Otani's not hitting good, he's leaning towards first base and his hat is swinging off his goddamn head. He's swinging too hard, and he's not focusing on the pitch. He's not letting it come to him. He's not coming close to hitting the ball to left field. He's not spraying the ball. Oh, man, only the Halos are the team that could score 10 runs and lose. Yep, Trout and Otani should be batting 2-3. I hate it, or they shouldn't be. Bieria, who dat? Louis Renifo graduated from the school. Tyler, okay. Nachos for Nevin. Also, Hunter says Nevin got a brain, right? Also, let's see. Walter says, now I don't want to disrespect the Angels because they are my favorite team, but I think they are looking like clowns. Exactly, Walter. See, even you know. Also, Alberto says we have to crap them, especially if we spend, or we have to keep them, especially if we spend the money to attend and it turns into a circus. Well, yeah, I mean, you have every right to. If you're there, if you're investing your time, and look, football players, they get it all the time. Basketball players get it all the time. People say LeBron's the GOAT, but he has just as many haters. So why not Trout? Why not? If you're not performing, you're not coming through, why not? We have every right to criticize you. We have every right to criticize Rendon. Otani, what makes you so special to stay out of our hate? I'm just saying, when I'm seeing the same song and dance every year, 40 home runs, 80 RBIs, that's mostly because of his freaking teammates not getting on base. He should have 50 home runs. He should have 120 RBIs, but he doesn't get anybody on. But this year's different. I'm not talking about his prior years. I don't give a shit what he did as a rookie. I don't give a shit what he did 2 years ago. I don't give a shit with all those silver sluggers. I don't care. That to me does not matter. I'm not thinking about his Hall of Fame career. All I care about is this year. Don't give me that bullshit about his career. I don't care how many home runs he has. I don't. What I care about is what he does tonight, what he did tonight, what he does tomorrow, and what he has done this season. And you can say, oh, he has a sparkling average over 300. Who gives a crap? What has he done with runners in scoring position? Because to me, Renfroe doesn't have the most sparkling average, but Homeboy has almost 20 RBIs. Just saying. And the same thing for Otani. Okay, you can hit a lot of solos. That's all well and gravy. But what are you doing when you got guys on base? How come you're the ones ending the games for us? Have you noticed that? In several of these losses, who's been up there in the last at bat? Shohei Otani, out, ground out, strike out. Mike Trout, out, ground out, strike out, pop out. I'm just saying, you want to be the man? You got to beat the man, which is the opposing pitcher. And these guys aren't being the man in a season where we need them to be the man. That's the whole problem. They are not clutch. And when they start to be clutch, I will shut the fuck up. I will take it on the chin and I will say, you know what? That's our guys, and I'm glad they finally showed up, and I'm glad I can shut up and look stupid. I'd rather look stupid. I'd rather have miserable takes and be called out for them later, like Suarez, than to be right. Because tell me where I'm wrong. I've been right about saying these guys need to fucking step up because you got your Urshela's, your Renfro's, your other guys around you. Hell, even freaking Rendon's trying to be a good role player. So you're getting guys on base. Do your goddamn job, what you're getting paid for. That's my whole point. The time is not now to fuck around. This isn't prior seasons where it doesn't matter, where we're throwing out Andrew Heaney as a number one. We're throwing out the unicorn as a number one. We're throwing out Patrick Sandoval as a good number two. Yeah, Anderson shit the bed. But we got other pitchers coming through the zone. I'm not worried about starting pitching. It's the back end of that bullpen that's going to kill us. It's the clutch hitting that's going to kill us. Those two things need to improve, and improve now. I don't care what you did last year. I care what you do on a daily basis this year. I don't see why that's so hard to fathom by anybody. Prior accomplishments don't mean shit. They don't. Because in the end, when the career's over and you want to look at it and say, man, I remember watching this game back in it, that's great. Because I do that with Tim Salmon all the time. But I'll tell you this, when Tim Salmon was on his last leg, literally, and he was just trying to get to 300 home runs, I'm like, man, Tim, I love you and everything, but bro, you got to go, man. You got better players on that bench. It's just the truth, man. This is a game. It's a business. You got to win. You know, Garrett Anderson wasn't going to stay 25 his entire career. He eventually tired out. And how many Angel fans remember he played for the Dodgers and Braves? I'll wait. But he did. That's just what happens, man. I just care about the roster we got right now. And we got a good enough roster to win, and I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of this Nevin shit, and I'm tired of an organization that can't pitch pitchers back-to-back for some reason. Jesus wants Benji Gill. And Drizzle says, Nevin is a horrible manager. He literally never changed anything after Madden left. This year is just a continuation of 2022. The Suarez experiment is over. Have Davidson take his spot in the rotation. Let's see. Also, Hunter says, I just found out Suarez tipped pitches. Oh, great. Well, you could tell. I mean, that slider was flatter than a pancake. Let's see. Also, Landon says Madden wouldn't have made this mistake and would have put in Quijada. Who knows? His glove placement there. Hunter probably saw it because he had freaking good seats tonight. Him and his dad and his grandpa. Shout out to them. To join, let's see, also join Tucker Carlson should be fired. Good God. Jacob says the Oakland Pathetics just put up an 11 spot. Let's see. Also, let's see. Randy says, at Hunter, it's already been said, but clearly another fan that doesn't listen to anything other than a post game. As you should, Randy, your grown ball, Alberto says. Also, Nevin, the manager is more like Nevin's Nacho. But also, Angels offense versus Angels defense every game. Callie says, continue to spend money and feed Artie's family. He's loving y'all. He sure is. Beer is $13 to $15. I don't know where the cheap beer is. El Bardo says honkers. Well, the cheap beer would be great if you drank it in the freaking parking lot. Get away with it there. Let's see. Who's writing WNBA players to the games? The horses. That is funny, Randy. That's a good one right there. Also, unlike the Jim Jones cult, when we drink the Kool-Aid, the pain ain't over. It's just beginning. Dude, that's sad too, man. I did a grinding true crime one on that one. That one sucks. Randy says press passes. Yeah, right. And don't forget about the scoreboard. This scoreboard's been terrible. You don't have a press pass because you have a girl on the podcast. Courtney, you know that's bad, dude. If anything would get us a press pass, Courtney, it would be you. It would be Swilly when she was on. It would be any kind of girl, because that's what they want to push. They want to push for more females, and that's good because we do want female fan voices because they do have good takes. You have good takes. Swilly had good takes, and everyone likes you. Yvette does. Ace does. You guys know your baseball. It's awesome, and it should be a thing like that. So if it should have been an inclusive thing to help us get the press passes because maybe if they didn't trust me from mouthing off or Randy from mouthing off, they would at least trust you, Swilly, Ace, and anyone else we invited to get a press pass. I'm serious. They would trust a female voice of reason over someone snappy like myself who clearly needs to go to sleep at some point. Let's see. Otani, Gurley, Sutton, lotion money. Oh, the lotion stuff. And Randy says, what's accountability? Freaking load management are we the freaking Clippers? We're working towards it. We are working towards it. Also, never seen too much zesty Todd beef. Oh yeah, I'm on one tonight. For real, Todd, we're all pissed off tonight. Todd has watched Brokeback Mountain confirmed. Yeah, I'm cooling off now that I'm reading these comments, so I appreciate that. Todd gets mad at me like this every day. Shut up, Randy! Go back to your corner. Also, notable righty relievers available: Corey Newell, Zach Britton, starter Chris Archer. Ugh. All of those are bad retreads. Random thought: can't you hear Roger telling us tomorrow how good tonight was? How the Emperor has new clothes. Rise says, so sick that we can't get a good winning streak against the team that we should beat. Wonder if Joe Madden still had his I Love C-Sheck shirt. Let's see. Randy says, I smoke weed every day and I don't sound like that. MT says, Moreno, please sell the team. I totally agree. Yeah, I didn't even watch the fireworks when we lose. Walter was out of the stadium. He's like, screw this. And I don't blame him. Everyone was. We're not even mediocre baseball right now. Infinite One says, chill and smoke that Theisson weed. I need to get a handle on that Joe Madden Theisson weed. I really do. See, I'm laughing so hard because really that's sad. Jack says, I'm sorry, or maybe I am not. This name is Ernest. We haven't gotten to the awards yet. That's, as Todd is so excited for Suarez. I was like, Lord Bundy. She loves saying Lord Bundy. Josh says he did that in the very beginning, Randy. No, I didn't. In the beginning he did or didn't. No, I didn't. Let's see, Todd, love you, brother, but gotta say we called Suarez being a bust. No, yeah, you guys did. And you guys did. And I was the only dumbass that was like, no. He's a breakout player. He's got that left-handed arm angle that you'll never see from the rest of this road. Oh, wait a minute. Everyone else on this team can throw left-handed. Even our righties can throw left-handed. So, yeah, Suarez ain't fooling nobody. He ain't fooling nobody. Let's see. Also, Mateo says, we didn't use Estevez Quijada because he feels numbnuts Nevin. Exactly. Blue cheese, that MFer worst, yo. Don't trust you if you don't like it because LOL. Okay. El Demote and Jaime Diarrhea. James Lou says, balls, and Phil Nevin. Yvette says, yes, Randy. He promoted the beginning. Also, wait, Todd, how does Phil get Stamos if he lost the game? Because he helped the other team, and I'm not giving the A's any credit because those were batting practice home runs. Phil Nevin screwed us in 10 different ways from Sunday. Jacob says 60 people need to hit thumbs up. Exactly. That I would greatly appreciate that. Also, Robert says someone get Todd some water. Yeah, I'm freaking thirsty. Let's see. Also, geez, I missed a bunch. I hate when it does that. It skipped ahead. Supreme Steve says, I think Benji Gill would make night and day difference in a great way. I believe he, I mean, you got a manager in waiting because everyone saw what he did in the WBC, and I guarantee you he's going to be snatched up by somebody this year. Oh, great. Todd responded to the tipping pitches comment as if Rob and I didn't say that 2 weeks ago. I'm not saying you didn't say it first. Also, we're laughing at the AL West. Suarez too focused on his Instagram swag pictures for the actual game. Anyone want to buy my tailgate tickets? I don't want to. Jim says, okay, time for a new pregame motivation on the Jumbotron. Show recaps of the opening day in Oakland, Saturday's game against Kansas City, tonight's game, calling all angels. Nope, Todd, screw the clown song. Well, you know what? Since you asked for it, let's get how they played tonight late in the game here. Let's see. I got to find it real quick because this is pretty much how they played. Well, it's not really the clown song. This one will do it. And I know I talked up the girls big time, and I said, you know what, you guys are the backbone. You girls can have great takes and everything else like this, but I have to say this, and don't take offense, but Suarez,
You play ball like a girl!
sorry to offend, but I had to put it out there. Because if we're thinking playoffs,
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
because every time I think of this team, it just makes me feel
How dare you!
that we're not going to win any games, or when someone tells us we're going to win games. Just don't feel it. A name to watch is Coleman Crowe. His ERA is 2023, and anything would be an upgrade over Suarez. Lakers fan says, I would have hated to be at a game like this, man. Also, let's see, just win tomorrow. Lakers fan says, we need a bullpen help out. Let's see, where is it? Jeez, I lost the freaking comments again. Keeps launching ahead right here. Let's see. There should be a rule. If the Angels don't get the W, there is no damn fireworks. That would be pretty cool, actually. I actually would like that. Also, looking ahead to our schedule, things are going to get much tougher here soon. I'm really trying, but struggling to see how we'll put it together. I agree. I mean, we got Milwaukee, St. Louis, and a bunch of other teams coming up here. This is going to be a tough month of May. You got Texas, Houston. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. Worst case scenario is that we have a paper bag night and make our rounds around the stadium in these positions by August and September. And that might come down to it. Our freaking Heedy night through 714 tickets might get us banned from the stadium. Who knows? Grillmaster says, I predict Estevez will get into the ninth tomorrow. Clean inning, 14 pitches. Fans, why can't Estevez pitch the next day? Phil, I think it's unavailable because I don't want to hurt his arm. Oh no. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's gonna be, what's the excuse now? What's the freaking excuse now? Also, we should try not to get Judge or try and get Judge. Nah, he's a Yankee for life. It looks like so many positives from tonight. That get to be overshadowed by Suarez. So lame. And the pitching staff, Swilly, and the pitching staff, notably Nevin's decision. Serge says Otani pitches Thursday. Both said that right there. Neto increasing that hits by pitches. Gotta love that. Yeah, he's up to 6 already. But he had a big hit tonight. So Randy says, yes, the Yankees just signed him to a long-term deal, so we got to trade for him. Say, I play better than Suarez does. Yes, you do, Swilly. The A's said checkmate tonight. Jacob says, man, I'm getting lucky. My last tickets was Friday, Otani, and now I got Thursday. Lakers fan Japan says, all right, back to work. Looking forward to hearing from the rest of this ranting on the drive home. Peace. Watch us get swept by the worst team. I'm also a better base runner than Renifo is. I totally agree right there. Hayes says the Angels Reddit ended up with 4.5 thousand comments. This game led to a comment section going crazy. Is that one of ours or is that another one? We need a Gordon Bombay to go to the playoffs. Mateo says, I don't think the fact that Grillmaster wishes death on players and telling players to go back to their other countries, you can't say that kind of stuff. I agree. You can't, and that's why he's been banned by a lot of these message boards. Jim says, but Roger will promote the free Chick-fil-A tomorrow and the Mickey T French fries. You get a whole meal due to this loss in this bullpen. You should be appreciated of the meal that you're going to get. You can save a total of $4.95 by the Angels scoring 10 runs and still losing. Think about how James, can you please play that replay of the home run tonight by Drury, then another home run that seals the deal for the Chick-fil-A burger or chicken sandwich, James? My name's not James. James died 3 years ago. James, listen. I don't care if you send it down from heaven. The fans need to know that they get a chicken sandwich and they get the best McDonald's French fries from a freezer burned French fries in a microwave with all kinds of salt and fatty acids poured all over them. You get a beautiful McDonald's package with a Chick-fil-A sandwich. All you're missing is a drink. So then what you want to do, you want to go over to OG's at the stadium and purchase a $10 soda souvenir, and you want to add that to your overpriced Chick-fil-A sandwich, put a little Chick-fil-A sauce on it, then pour a little OG's ketchup on that McDonald's French fries, and you got yourself a meal for just a 10-run scoring effort by the Angels and a bullpen loss and $10 out of your pocket. You win! It's a win-win-win-win-win! Because that's Roger Lodge logic. Let's see. Renifo be like a Snell on the bases. Yeet says, I'm 21 in college at Cal State Fullerton. Last time this team won a playoff game, I was in the first grade playing T-ball. Unbelievable. You have an entire generation that has not seen playoff baseball. That right there is more powerful than anything I could have ever said tonight. Trout takes are keeping us off the Angels' Twitter top 7. That's facts. Robert says we need a Bauer, period. Bite the bullet, Hardy. Everyone already hates you. What's one more thing? Free speech, let's not go and silence Grill because he offended someone. I wouldn't hate Bauer coming over. James, we have to go to commercial. Phil Nevin is an Anaheim Miracle Man. Also, Yeet says we have nothing to lose. I agree with acquiring Bauer. Again, he's got to pay his dues, and I think he has to play that 1 year overseas. Artie Moreno was sleeping with his thumb up in his mouth while everything was going on during the night. Yeah, he don't care. He's in Arizona right now, counting his billions and wiping his butt with $100 bills. The Angels deserve a Pac-Man sound. Oh, well, I have one right here. I just got to get to it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right. Yep. And also, let's see. Drury was my boy tonight.
Blue, you're my boy!
Estevez did throw just 6 pitches Sunday. Nevin said he wants to avoid overworking him. So it was 6. I thought it was like 15. Thank you, Swilly. 6. Overworking him. Again, put the Angels hat aside for a second and go back to any baseball you watched in your life and tell me of another team that has literally handicapped their own pitching staff. Look, I used to see coaches or managers get in trouble for pitching their guys 4 or 5 games in a row out of the pen. 3 was a good stopping off point. Hell, James Shields or Scott Shields, would pitch 5 out of 7 days for your Angels in their heyday. Cal State Fullerton Yeet alum. That guy had a rubber arm. And you had plenty of pitchers in the league at that time pitching 3-4 days in a row. But this team's like, oh, you pitched 6 pitches, buddy. You sit your ass down the next 2 days, young man. He probably throws more at the wastebasket, crumbling up pieces of paper from their freaking supposed scouting reports than he does actually pitching. Unbelievable. What a waste of talent. What a waste of talent. Hi, Roger. How is Bill Walton? Where's all those Japanese from the WBC? We need some of them. We do need some players. Let's see. Rise says Ward making that awesome catch for nothing. And where have we seen that before? Second time, thanks to Theisson's great heads-up play behind the plate. And now, tonight, saving a walk-off, not a walk-off, but a grand slam. And, there you go. Jim says, never thought I would be using large plastic Angel souvenir cups as my emergency pee cup in my car. Shohei Otani going through a 101 mile per hour fastball to Artie's balls right before he dips out on us. Jamie Lannister says no one handicaps the bullpen like Perry. Yeet says it's time to retire the rally monkey. Yes, I believe Jeff Mathis cursed him in 2009. If I took over as manager for the Angels, let's say tomorrow, would you guys give me a fair chance? No, we would ridicule you. We would say we love you until you made your first fuck up. Randy says 6 pitches is too much for a major league player. What? It's insane. LOL. I didn't get it. We don't all get it. We need Bartolo Colon, big sexy back. Let's see. Jacob says no. Perry says he thinks he's smarter than us. Todd, you skipped my comments. Well, I'm skipping a lot of them. So stop. I don't want to be called out on my own goddamn freaking chat. Let's. Well, just read what Randy said. Mateo says New York screws us again. The runner was out at third, and you know what? Again. That could have been something we could have talked about tonight. How we never get any breaks, and how yes, the runner was out at third base. He was clearly out. 3 different angles. Out. New York still said, no, he's safe. We want you to lose in extra innings. Okay. And there you go. Infinite One says, just when it was supposed to be our year, the Rangers are playing good. The A's continue to beat us and still can't get up from tripping over ourselves, and Otani is hanging over our head like a damn carrot. Also, Jim says, yeet, good takes. No more rally monkey. Matt Theis jumbo blunts the size of thunder sticks. The Matt Theis blunt sticks. That, I should do that. So, yeah, his pants did move. Are you taking calls in a second? Randy says, Todd, remember when we won Sunday? I miss those days. XMC says, we might have the easiest schedule in April, and we're still under 500. And we basically lost Ohapi for the whole season. You can't blame me for being pessimistic. Robert also says Rendon has to sell that play. Him going back to New York without the definite video evidence. Yeet says Jose Suarez will soon be inducted into the Hall of Nachos, right next to the Nacho goat Joe Blanton. I wonder what our new rally cry should be. Grillmaster says, and also the new Ghost Runner rule gives the away team the advantage every time, but not us though. Let's keep the comments going so Todd never finishes. Haha, shut up. So now, just because that Infinite One, we're gonna take a phone call or two. 714-598-3221.
How dare you?
Let's take some phone calls because we need practice on them phone calls.
We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game. We're talking about practice, man.
Oh, snap. I think it's everyone's favorite.
What up, Todd? First call tonight, and I wasn't watching the game at first, but then I turned it on in the bottom of the 10th, and I'm like, we're about to win and tie the game. And then it's blown. I shouldn't have watched, and I should have just kept on watching Netflix and doing other stuff.
You probably should have, dude. You probably should have. I think we all should have because
yeah, I was really bummed when I turned on the game and we lost, and it was just, I was like, yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, so it just really sucks we lost tonight, but I'm going to be watching tomorrow night, and hopefully we win, and hopefully I can find some parties this weekend. Oh, and one more thing. One more weekend until my birthday month. Oh, yeah. So next Monday I'll be calling in and being like, it's my birthday month. Let's go. Let's party. Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be 17?
Yep, I'll be 17, and I'm getting a job at a restaurant tomorrow, and I'll be hopefully I'll have some money by the tailgate so I can bring some Mountain Dews and Coca-Cola.
We're gonna get you a what is it called? A beer bong full of Shirley Temple, dude. And you're gonna have to chug that in front of all of us.
Oh yeah, I'll be down for that if I can get work off that day.
Okay, well we'll get you, man. We'll get you there.
And then I'm gonna get lit a couple of days later after that at the beach on Tuesday on 4th of July at Lost Winds and surf.
Got it. All right, brother.
Oh yeah. So summer's coming up, and hopefully Angels can win before my birthday month and be over 500 at the end of this month. And go Angels! Oh yeah.
Go
Good
Angels.
night, Tom.
All right, man. Good night. Next call.
It's hey Todd.
What's up, man?
Nothing much. Just want to yell fuck.
So, what were you thinking when this game went down?
I was thinking, what the fuck? Why would you put Maria in? Pull him out.
Yep.
As soon as he was about to walk in the run, I was like, that's it.
Yep. I mean, this team's turning into a joke, man. I mean, oh god. So
At least
many
we had
things.
the funny moment where I believe it was Drury didn't even realize he had the home run.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking more and more clueless every game. He actually, I didn't even see that play where it went over his head. He looked like it wasn't like he wasn't supposed to get it. Like he's like, where are you at, Renfro? You know what I mean? It didn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, Renfro, I'm perfectly happy with him in right field because after tonight, making that throw all the way to home to block the run in to keep that run at third.
Yeah. I mean, they did.
And I thought for sure they were going to overturn that call at third, and Rendon was going to get something done right.
See, what this should have turned into tonight was this should have turned into a game where it's like, okay, you know what? We won this game against a bad team. Yeah, it's a bad look, but a W's a W, and let's just take it and try to win tomorrow and move on. You know, like it was an ugly win. You know, we bailed out Suarez, which we kind of did. We took the lead. We took him off the hook from getting the loss, and then we just couldn't handle it after that. It was bad decision after bad decision. You put guys in unfamiliar roles, and they crap the bed.
The play that makes me want to yell the most is Renipo trying to get that double.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was really dumb. I mean, there's no defending it.
Oh, you're fat, but take a single, why don't you? Last year, he was humble. He would have taken the single. This year, he's like, oh, let's try and get up. Let's try and move my way up so I can get more money like Otani and Trout.
Yep.
You gave us your look last year.
Yep.
Keep going on that roll.
I feel you, man. Well, I'm going to get to another call. I appreciate the call, Landon. I know you're frustrated because I sure am as well, man. I think you guys have heard enough of me.
I feel like if Renipo didn't go for that double, we would have won tonight. Easy.
Yeah, or maybe we would still be playing. Who knows? But
I feel like that would have made a sack fly there.
Yep.
And gotten us the win.
Yep. Hoping for something.
All
right, brother. Have a good night, man.
Tomorrow we don't have to yell, fuck!
Yeah, exactly. Later, man.
Later.
All right, that's Landon right there. And yeah, I mean that Renfro play was or Renifa was killer. That was killer, man, because it was a bunch of. It's a Halo Honk line.
Oh my God! Every day, every time, I get the 2022 PTSD.
Do it!
Wonder what the 2022 PTSD is? Well, let me explain. The PTSD of the 2022 Angels, the shit show. We do one thing great, while we do the other thing shit. For example, we might score 12 runs, but we give up 13.
Yeah.
We might only give up 0 runs. We might give up only 1 run, but we don't score. 2022 shit Angels. God damn it! I'm getting PTSD every fucking day. I might go mentally insane, man. Like we could have won that one easily.
Yeah.
What the fuck would you put Jaime fucking Barria into the fucking closer position? He's a fucking blow up pitcher. Like if we're like down like 10 and like 1, you should have put that into Tucker Davidson. And like, why the fuck would you not put Estevez? He's fucking paid for that role. We paid him 2 years, like $26 million or something. I don't remember. Like we paid a lot of money. He probably fucking jerks off more with that. He probably uses his arm to jerk off more than pitch right now. My God, it's pissing me off.
Well, I mean, look, that's what I'm seeing right now is, you know, and first off, I'm gonna shout out Swilly because that's why she's so positive on the Twitter stuff, the Twitter atmosphere. She's like, well, Tucker pitched good today. Yeah, I mean, we had some positives today, obviously, but like you're saying, PTSD from last season. This team is going to be so different next year. If we lose Otani and all that money goes away, you might cut freaking Rendon or at least try to move him in some sort of way. There's like so many guys on 1-year contracts. Renfro ain't going to want to come back, or Shelley ain't going to want to come back. So, you know, it's going to be tough, man. I don't want to see a brand new squad next year, but there are going to be pieces that are going to be moving regardless if we win or not. But I think there's going to be more guys hanging on if we do get to the postseason. But you can't tell me right now that this team is playoff ready or anywhere close to being playoff caliber.
No, it's just giving me 2022 PTSD. And no, Otani is not clutch. I'm a Japanese fan, and I agree. Otani, his swing is not. I still don't like his swing. It looks ugly as hell. Like he ruined it in the home run derby. It does not look good. Like his average is good, but he lost his power. Like, I mean, he still hits good, but I just don't like his swing. Like Mike Trout is not clutch, nor is Otani. What happened to Otani's clutchness from the WBC? Like, what happened to that?
Yeah,
man?
He wasn't swinging like this. I could tell you that right now. And then Mike Trout's just got to get back to, hitting the fastball and stop waiting, because he seems to be waiting for them curveballs, sliders, and off-speed pitches. But right now he's just getting a heavy dose of fastball. He can't hit it. And then freaking Otani's getting a lot of pitches down and in, and he can't hit those either. So, oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, like, if Estevez has to get Tommy John surgery, fine. You still have fucking pitchers waiting at the AAA level. Okay, sure. You have to get Tommy John surgery. Sure. Okay, we can bring up Ben Joyce. He might not be ready, but who knows? He might be good. He might be good at the MLB level. No one knows. We could also bring up Sam Batchman. He could be a bullpen. Who knows? We could also put Suarez at the bullpen as well, but I do not want Suarez anywhere near the MLB pitching bump. I do not want him near the MLB team right now.
He needs to go away right now. His mindset shot. You could tell. I mean, he looks as bad out there as Adele. So
yeah, he's just Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just disappointing, man. Like we need. I look at this month and I say we need to take advantage of this month. Like, it could be like, so how many games we play in April? Like, 28? I don't know, 27? Yeah, 28 or something. We could have been like 19-7 or something at the end of the month. But no. We're gonna play like the 2022 Angels and shit the bed.
Yeah.
Now we have St. Louis, and we have the St. Louis Cardinals, which is a good team. We also have the fucking Brewers, they're red hot. We also have Texas Rangers that are red hot. Let me see the schedule right now. Let me see.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want.
So,
I want
we're also
balls
playing
and
the
balls
Astros.
and
We're also playing the Guardians, the Orioles, the Twins, the Red Sox, the Marlins. It's not looking pretty right now.
Yeah, it's a tough schedule, man.
Yeah.
But, all right, well, Super, I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna start winding down the show right now. My voice is shot, and we're all frustrated tonight, and we gotta come back and do this bullshit tomorrow. So, but
hopefully not.
Huh?
I said hopefully not.
Exactly.
Like, I want to win tomorrow.
Yeah, I want to talk positive. I want to talk some Magic Johnson positive. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
All right, man. Have a good night, bro.
You too, bro. Bye.
There you go. So that's Super right there, because I think we all have
emotional damage.
Because, dude, I'm tired of this team, man, and they're pissing me off tonight. And dude, it's like,
stop it. Get some help.
That's what I need right now. I need some help because it's giving me a lot of gas.
You serious?
Kiani808 says Suarez is not serious about his job. Evident in the dugout last season, he got Otani pissed off. He walked away from Suarez. He pulled an antic on Ippei that Ippei was going to punch him out. Wow, I did not know about that. It's just, and then Jim's talking about, knocking down some doubles or not some doubles, some bunts. Todd, what's the number? I'll call into the show. It's 714-598-3221, 714-598-3221. And then we can talk real quick before I get out of here. I got a few more minutes. But, yeah, I wish we were all positive. I wish this could be a game where, you take the good with the bad, but you get the W. And the fact that we weren't able to get the W, that hurts so much, man. And against the team we're playing, It's the Halo Hotline.
Holy shit, what was the game tonight?
What is up, Vince?
What's up, man? Long time no see.
Exactly. Where you
Tough.
been at?
Working. I know I should be calling in more.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't blame you with the way they were playing, but go ahead.
Oh my god, dude! Like I thought for sure we had this, and then because I was watching the game with one of my tenants in my apartment complex, who's like a huge sports fan, and I was like, dude, watch, the extra inning runner is gonna fuck us. It does every time, and then look, it did.
Yeah.
So, like in Luis Renjico, like I really yelled. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?"
Yeah, it's one thing. I mean, he actually was trying to make up, like, but this is before that play, but he throws the guy out at third, and you would think the baseball gods are like, yeah, you know what, that's gonna get him right there, you know, that should help us out, and nope, it just turns into, well, let's let 3 more runs score, you know. We just can't win, man. Just can't win in extras.
I know. God, I'm so afraid of losing Otani, but then again, like you were saying, you know, like he's not really hitting like he should be. But I mean, hopefully he can get it together. And Trout has been not the Trout I thought he would be this year, but you know, hopefully, you know, they can both turn it around. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
it just feels like our season's already over. You know, like we're like what, almost a month into the season.
Yeah,
so
it's like we're buried already because it's God, it feels like we're you know, it feels like we're in August and we're like 20 games out of first place.
It does. It really does. Hopefully, you know, if we're lucky, which I have no faith in it happening, this year will be the opposite, where like we suck first and then hopefully turn it around by August. But I mean, I don't know. It sucks. Sometimes I'm just like, why is Phil Nevin still our manager? You know, it's like I couldn't believe how long he pitched Suarez, dude. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, take this guy out. It's like you want us to lose.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
like,
man.
dude, like I wanted to have some faith in Suarez, but when he gave up all those home runs, and like when he gave up the second home run to what's his name in number 99 on the A's, I was like, he did not just do this. He did not just do this. And then Trout missed it, and I was like, wow.
Oh yeah, that was Aguilar. That guy had 2 home runs. Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is gonna be a long game.
Yep. Well, it's like Efren said right now, just commented, who the hell voted to get rid of Iglesias again?
Dude, literally, that's what I was telling my freaking neighbor. I was like, so why the fuck did we trade Iglesias again?
Because we wanted Chavez for the 3rd time to shit the bed, and, well, he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, he shit the bed, and now he's back with the Braves. So.
And closing games out at an alarming rate. That's what really pisses me off. It's like every time he pitches in front of his supposed home crowd in hometown, he can't pitch. Every time he goes back to Atlanta, he's lights out.
Yeah, it's weird. I even told, you know, my tenant, I was like, dude, if Iglesias was still with us, like, we would have gone to extras on Saturday. Like, it's easily. Like, even today, we could have gone into extras. We would have freaking won the ball game. Shit. I mean, we were ahead. It's just, wow, I can't believe it. And I just had this feeling inside, too. I was like, this is going to be a 2.0 Saturday. I can just already feel it.
Yeah, I mean, if Iglesias is our closer, I'd say our record is about 16. Yeah, 16-6 right now. I think we save about 5 or 6 more games, but
yeah,
that's just me.
I was shocked to see her get sent down. I mean, I feel like he wasn't that good. He hasn't been that good this year, but I feel like he's been better than some of our other bullpen pitchers. But
well, I found out that was clearly only because that was a roster move because he had an extra option. Other than that, you know, they had nobody else in this supposed great bullpen that they could send down that had options. So
I feel like Suarez needs to be sent down after tonight. I mean, yeah, we could put him in the bullpen, but it's like, God, man.
Well, no,
that was brutal.
The thing is that everyone that's on the 40-man roster currently, if they decide to send down any one of these pitchers in the bullpen, they have to DFA him. They've got no more options left. So if you're going to be like, well, we're going to send someone down, it's like, well, adios.
Who's leaving? Who's getting fired?
I think Suarez is – I think we vote him off the island. He's got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like you said at the beginning of the show, I thought too, Suarez is going to be a breakout pitcher for us. But I mean, man, it's like Nevin wanted him to look like an idiot on the mound today. It's just like,
yeah,
and it's just like and Gooby and the other new guy that's our play-by-play announcer, they couldn't believe that they were like, oh, we thought for sure he was out. I mean, to me, it looks like the man at third for the A's was in there, but I mean, I don't know. It was just a crazy fucking game. I feel like, this is going to be a long season.
Yeah. Well,
sometimes I feel like, sometimes I wish we sent Rendon down instead of Fletcher, but then again, Fletcher's been bad this year too, surprisingly.
Yeah, dude, terrible.
Yeah, well, see. Hopefully Fletcher can come back one of these days and get it together, but I don't know what Rendon was thinking. I was like, bro, this is me in the show accidentally advancing the runner through a base hit.
Yeah, I think you get more production out of the show than you do the real team. That's just my opinion. But
all right. And I was literally yelling at the TV. I was like, Rendon, relax, stop trying to swing for the fences. And then that was the at bat where he drew a walk. And I was like, there you go.
Yeah.
But
I thought he was going to strike out in that at bat too, but he actually had a good at bat right there. So
yeah, he's got to relax at the plate. Oh my God, it's like he's trying to hit anything.
Yep, you got to show more patience. But all right, Vince. Well, thanks for calling in, my man.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good to be back here on the show.
Appreciate it, man. Calling again.
All right, take care, man.
All right, later. That's Vince right there. I want to hit on something right here. My boy Robert hit up, put on the message saying, hold on a second. It's a Halo Honk line.
What's going on? This is Mike Trout.
Oh, what's up, Mike Trout? Can't come through in the clutch
What's
now,
up,
can we?
Bald-headed, little motherfucker. I hear you talking shit about me. let me see you get your 4-year-old ass in that batter's box and do what I do for the last 10 fucking years. Actually, I got nothing to say. I just wanted to come on here and keep you on here longer than you wanted to be.
You dick.
I know.
Hey, but you got to admit something. This is what I'm glad you called in, because Robert said the same thing. He said, well, let's not lose our shit here. He has 71 home runs, 536 RBIs, 314 average. That all sounds great, my man. But what has he done for me lately? That's what I want to know.
Only 20 games into the season. It's April.
Yeah, well, it's only always April for the Angels, though.
You think he got those fucking numbers all in April?
Well, can he start getting us some wins? Because we could sure use them. I'm just saying there's.
Oh, there a Mike Trout stat now?
Are there not guys on base ahead of him this year?
Not a lot.
But there are guys on base. Like, you could say that for huh?
It's very rarely.
Oh, we're getting guys on base, bro.
A couple times there was he's produced
solo shots. Yes, he has produced solo shots.
Hey, and I'll do you one better with solo shots. Those solo shots coming up in clutch moments, they put us ahead, and then what happens? The fucking pitching lets us down. That's what always fucking happens. Mike Trout puts us ahead. The pitching comes in and says,
"Well, yeah. Well, the
pitching goes grill master all over it, like in the comments. They go fucking retarded." I'm sick of this shit. Mike Trout puts us ahead. The pitching comes and fucking lets us down, and then we are fucking an hour and a half later on the postgame. Mike Trout's not clutch. What the fuck else he got to do?
How did the game end? How did the game end again? With him in the batter's box striking out.
Oh, that's not Trout's fault. How many runs we give up tonight? How many runs did we give up to Oakland tonight?
Again.
That's not Trout's fault. We should have won that game. Trout should have never been in position to fucking have to win that game.
Again, I agree with you there, but I'm just saying you have opportunities again to be the man and to come through and save the pathetic bullpen and your pathetic overmatched manager, and you can't do it. Because as much as I want to point the finger at Trout, I got to point my other finger right over at Otani. Because again, like your boy T.O. Tony's coming through with some hits and some walks. His average is not sparkling, but I see him on base more than I see Trout on base, or at least getting hits. And then when you look at the bullpen, yes, you're absolutely right. They should have won this game outright. 10 runs and losing, inexcusable. They had 11 runs and you were right, and they should have beat Toronto. Inexcusable. In that game, I think Trout had the night before he had a 3-run homer. That's the only time I can remember him hitting with multiple guys on base. He's ripped a single with a guy on base here and there, but it's just I'm being critical because there's so much pressure on this team. And to win games that, hell, we're going to be looking back at a bad April again with one of those Mike Scioscia years of 2015 and 16 when you're like, fuck, if we would have took that Oakland series early on, that Miami series early on, we wouldn't be here. But that's where it's going to be, dude. I mean, as well as I know, man, these games do count, and it's frustrating, man.
I'll say this, and I'm part of the overreacting crowd. You see me in the comments. Yeah, I get. I mean, it's in-game emotion. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But this fucking team, should be well over 500 if the fucking pitching doesn't shit the bed every fucking night. So I think I do think we're overreacting a little bit here in April because, like I said, we should be well over 500 if the fucking pitching staff wasn't shitting the bed and giving up these leads, man. Like, we should be in first place. We should be right up there with Texas.
Yeah.
But no, it's like you said, and I got to eat crow on this because I'm starting to fucking think that Phil Nevin just doesn't have that managerial instinct, man. Like, he just does not have it.
Yeah.
And that sucks to say, dude. On that bandwagon the whole fucking time. I'm not about firing the guy. I refuse to sit through fucking 2 firings in a row. I mean, you want to talk about being a dysfunctional fucking franchise and you think the media is bad now? Fire a manager 2 years in a row with 2 of the greatest players on your fucking team and see what happens, dude. I mean, you think it's bad now? Well, let that fucking happen.
Yeah.
And it's not going to happen. Perry's not that stupid. He's not going to invite that kind of fucking negative press into the fucking clubhouse. Now, that's not going to happen. So this whole firing Phil Nevin, everybody just needs to calm their little titties down. That's not fucking happening.
Well,
even if you fire him in fucking June and bring in Benji Gill, that ain't going to do anything.
Well,
everybody thought was going to turn this team around when Joe Madden went down. How'd that fucking turn out, guys? How'd that fucking turn out? You can't fire a manager mid-season and expect something miraculous to fucking happen. It doesn't work that way. I've never seen it work that way.
Well, the other thing that's going to do is if he fires another manager, obviously the press will then turn on Perry. And they'll say, well, why are you firing so many managers? It's obviously you're the problem. And he doesn't want to lose his job. So, yeah, I agree. He'll stick with Nevin as long as he has to, or at least through his contract, which is at the end of this year. And I was with you on that bandwagon, too. I was thinking, okay, Nevin seems to be the different – the 180 from Joe Madden, but it hasn't worked out that way.
I mean, as far as attitude and certain situations, he is different. He's the furthest thing from Madden. But when it comes to certain decisions, I may trust Madden in certain decisions right now over what fucking Phil Nevin's doing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I really feel like this team, it's April. We're still hovering right there, If we could just hang in there, just fucking get through April, hopefully things start turning around. It's like I said, a few weeks ago, hopefully this is just, we start slow every fucking year. Hopefully this is just us getting this shit out early, and then, come summer, we heat up when the weather does, and then we're looking back at April as a moot point. Like, who gives a fuck what happened in April?
Yeah, I mean that would be beautiful because nothing that I want to do more is to watch Angels winning baseball or Angel games that matter in August and September. And I would, if we started out 0-50 and we made the postseason, obviously you'd forget about all those games. But it's just magnified when you've had so many damn losses this season, and it's like the way we're losing. And then you look at a team like when I was talking with JT earlier today, he's like, man, the Pittsburgh Pirates are fun. It's because they have no pressure. They have a bunch of young kids that are learning, and they're taking teams by surprise, and they're gaining confidence. And that's a fun team to watch. Why can't we have our Pittsburgh Pirates? Why do we have so much pressure and every pitch matters, dude?
And let me further a point with everybody thinking Otani's going to go to the East Coast. All this pressure that everybody's feeling right now, you think Otani wants that 24/7 in New York, everybody? I don't fucking think so. So even if he doesn't stay in Anaheim, he's staying on this side of the country. He ain't going to the East Coast. We're going to be breathing down his fucking neck. So y'all can just forget about that. We could probably trade him to an East Coast team, but I'll tell you right here, right now, next year when the free agency comes, he won't sign with that East Coast team. He'll come back to the West Coast. He'll sign like a Padres or something. You watch.
Yeah, if he signs with the Padres, dude, they're gonna have like the greatest payroll of all time. That's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just Padres. Come on.
Well, all I gotta say, if he went to San Diego, I would say,
go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Exactly.
All right, brother. Well, that's all I got, man. Like I said, hopefully this team can, put it together. Get some real pitching in here. Like I said, get these young guys in here and get rid of these fucking guys that keep blowing shit because something's got to change. If the pitching doesn't get fixed, the season's screwed. But we still have time to right the ship with the pitching. Fix that fucking bullpen. Like I said, there's still time to get this thing turned around. We're still in it. Still plenty of time. It's not as bad as it seems. We start slow every year. It's just. Nevin, you got to get it together, man. You can't keep fucking relying on the same guys you keep relying on. We got to get guys in there that are gamers. Hurdy, Lance. I mean, these guys are fucking Matt Moore.
Yeah. Matt Moore was unavailable tonight, too.
Who did they just call it? Austin Warren, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he that AAA closing games?
Yeah, but he was unavailable tonight as well. There was 4 pitchers unavailable.
And that's the shit right there I'm talking about with Nevin, man. Like, you really, it's like what Twilly said, the guy pitches 6 balls and he pitches 6, or he pitches 6 times or whatever the number was.
Yeah.
And that was 2 days ago, and now he can't pitch.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you
what
this:
what makes a player throw 6 fucking pitches and can't go for 48 fucking hours?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to baseball players, dude?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
That's what I've been complaining about. Let me ask you something before you go, Randy. Real quick, let me ask you a question and then tell you what I think what's got to be done with this pitching staff. First off, where the hell was Aaron Loop tonight? I much rather would have seen him try to close this out than Jaime Barria. Do you agree?
Yeah. Oh, that's hard. Yeah. Right now, yeah, probably.
Okay, and then here's what I think is going to take the fix of this bullpen. We're going to have to DFA some guys or trade them, and we're going to have to do what we did last year right before the season started, or was it the year before? I think it was last year, when they got Cishek and they got freaking, Tapera and Loop. Just nail a few veterans and throw them against the wall and see if they stick. Because those guys actually did pretty good for the bullpen last year, anchoring it down when it looked like we were going to have a sloppy bullpen out the gates. We actually had a decent bullpen last year. I think they're going to have to do something like that, dude, something drastic.
It's going to take something, dude. Like I said, man, get some of these young arms up here full time. Like if you got to get rid of some dudes and eat some money, then so be it. I mean, Perry has shown he doesn't care about the money. So I mean, if that's the true and tried case, then it's fucking really show it, dude. If guys aren't pulling their weight and they got no options, kick them the fuck off this team and get someone here that knows what the fuck they're doing and then wants to play and they can fucking go out there and not shit the fucking bed on a consistent basis.
Yep.
That's all I got, brother. I'll let you get off here and let you go to bed.
All right, man. You have a good night, brother.
All right, brother. You too.
All right, later. All right, I think JT wanted to call in real quick. The number is 714-598-3221. I'll take one more call, probably from JT here. I want to get his what do you call it? His thoughts on the game real quick because we're not going streaking tonight.
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody!
It's the Halo Honk line.
If the goal of us to lose, you succeeded.
Is this everyone's favorite grill master?
I need to say a few things.
Okay.
So first of all, when you say they're unavailable, what do you mean? Is he injured? Is he missing a limb? or is he a healthy scratch, like they would say in hockey?
No, it's what Swilly just reported right now. Jeff Fletcher is saying that the clubhouse is under the belief that the hot start and the losing from last year was due to overusing the bullpen. The bullpen was probably the most consistent thing during that losing streak. It was the lack of hitting. The lack of hitting would be the answer.
Yeah, so that report doesn't really work. Last year, it was Paul Sereno and his nachos injected basically into the players and the inept offense that kept us in it. I mean, our pitching kept us in games. Remember how many 1-0 games we had, basically?
Yep.
And again, like, it doesn't make sense to me that you're doing this. I mean, first of all, Herget going down, bad idea. He should still be here. I know he glitched out too many times as the human glitch, but he should still be on this roster. I mean, Tucker Davidson, I don't like him. I know he was good, but I don't like him. I'd rather have Jaime. Get rid of Davidson, put Herget back up here, and you get a more reliable arm.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would trust Herget versus the A's more than I would Tucker Davidson. Like, that was horrible. And again, Austin Warren, Swilly said he was unavailable. Watch. Let's say this. It's a close game. Let's say it's 4-2 in the ninth inning tomorrow. Carlos Estevez comes in. There's 14 pitches. Sure, gets one guy on base, but gets out of it easily. Let's say he gets the save, and then he's not available because 14 pitches. That's too much, according to Joe Madden inherited logic by Phil Nevin.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. We pick the most pathetic ways to lose games. We're like the Chargers of baseball. And let me throw in another thing, Todd, because I don't think you got my comment about the challenge at third. So the runner for the A's in this situation is Shea Langoliers, the catcher. He is the catcher of the A's, and catchers, as you know, don't run really fast unless your name is JT Realmuto or Logan O'Hoppe, of course. So he's running to third. The umpire was Mike Muchlinski, if you're looking for the guy who really cost us the game. Mike Muchlinski made that original call at third. We challenge it and fail because the MLB screws us as a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
And what's also funny is we actually scored runs in extra innings this time. And of course, it's not enough. And you've always said 2 runs, yeah, we're screwed. We scored 2 runs. But of course, it's the challenge, the botched challenge, the botched call that kills us in the ending.
Yep. That's what it was, and that's what it always is. It will always find ways to lose, and that's just another way, whether it's out of our situation or just the umpires. It's just bad luck losers. That's what it continues to be.
Yeah, and again, the Astros aren't going to stay 500 forever. I mean, they got rocked by Tampa Bay tonight, which is a good thing. And I think we're honestly lucky that we haven't visited Tampa Bay yet. We're not going to see them till late August, by the way.
Yeah, we'll see how they destroy us when it comes to that time, or if we can actually play ball with them.
Last year they killed us, and especially on my birthday last year, and they haven't won on my birthday since 2013.
Okay. Well, let's see what they do, man. Well, let me get this last call, dude, because it's getting pretty goddamn late, and I got to get up. But appreciate the call, Grillmaster.
Let me get you. Yeah, your matchup tomorrow, just before you hit it, is going to be Griffin Canning taking on, first time facing the Angels, which this could get ugly, folks. It's Mason Miller, and he throws 100.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to just throw out, like, wacky name, enter here, and then he's going to pitch his ass off. So,
yes, Mason Miller tomorrow. Angels lose 5-2. All right, later, Todd.
All right, later. All right, that's Grillmaster right there. If JT doesn't call in the next 2 minutes, then I'm going to peace out, everybody, because I'm freaking tired. Because
they named it San Diego, which, of course, in German means a whale's vagina.
Hey.
What's up, Todd?
What's up, man?
So, yeah, Angels, no matter how you say it, man, no matter what, there's always on a big old L at the end, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Big time loss.
I'm just glad to spend my time tonight watching the Lakers game. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And did they win, by the way?
Yes, they did. LeBron clutched up practically the whole fourth quarter into overtime. We have a 3-1 lead over the Grizzlies. Great game.
He didn't flop or anything. He didn't like fake a.
I mean, like, there's flopping here and there, but every single player does that.
Oh,
he had
okay.
like this. He had this crazy block at the end, and he's a goat. It's hard to explain. It's just goat things, 24/7. You know what I mean? But yeah, it just seems like one thing or another with this Angels team. You know, like I said on the podcast, whenever you do release it, make sure you guys go check it out. Around the league show with me and ToddFox, of course. I said with Sunday's game, I thought nothing was going to happen today just because they got the back-to-back homer. Stuff happens, just of course pitching, right? Pitching can never back us up when we do good offensively.
Always. It always kills us, man. I just wanted to say that. I just want to have you end the stream a little bit earlier, but I just want to put in my input real fast. Say go Lakers. Shut up, man. Shut up. Right now, you're young. You don't know real basketball. I was trying to convince you of that earlier, but like I said, when you're able to drink, we'll have a conversation about the NBA.
All right, man. We'll be at the Lakers championship parade when we're talking about it.
You go. Yeah. Okay. Whatever, dude. Have a good night.
All right, man. Have a good night, Todd.
All right, you too. Later.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, everybody, you guys and gals all have a good night. I wish I can continue, but I have to work in about, 4.5 hours. So I'm going to get some sleep, and hope you all get some too. And we got the Angels playing tomorrow versus Oakland A's, that juggernaut of a team that comes with Vida Blue, Ricky Henderson, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire. Let's see, who else do they have on that team? Eric Chavez. They have Johnny Damon. Let's see, Barry Zito, Hudson, Mulder. That team is stacked. I mean, they're a tough out. They have Coco Crisp. They have Dennis Eckersley. Man, just the list goes on and on of all those stars that come out and play for Oakland, and those wonderful fans that fill the Coliseum with about 60,000 screaming, fans with those flags and the kazoos and just the chants. I mean, that's a tough place to play. We're lucky to have them here at Anaheim Stadium, and be playing, guys like Reggie Jackson and Dave Parker, and just. We got to try to do our best just to stay in the game, because Oakland has such a great record, and they keep coming, man, and we're really gonna have to battle them and Houston for the number one spot this year. So the Angels got a long road ahead of them, and Oakland's going to come in there with all that firepower, because you saw how Mark McGuire hit a couple home runs tonight. Jose Canseco also hit a couple home runs. They got a big home run by Eric Chavez late in the game, or actually Chavez is doubled down the line, scoring Johnny Damon and Ricky Henderson. Tony Phillips came off and stole a base late, and then he was thrown out at should have been thrown out at third. But he came around to score in the extra innings. So, again, Terry Steinbach behind the plate. Great Oakland team, man. So, that team is going to be tough to beat. So, go Angels, and we're going to have to really play our best ball to get a win tomorrow. So, that being said, I'm going to play this little thing right here just to remind you guys to like and subscribe to YouTube.